Hey Capricorn, and welcome to Flourishing Mystic. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to look at June 2022. I'm going to lay out your spread, and I already did a pre-shuffle with your oracle cards and have those set aside for you. We'll start with Tarot. What does this month have in store for Capricorn? June 2022. What's in store for Capricorn this month ahead? Anything they should know, be aware about? All right, Capricorn, starting with your first energy, you have the Five of Wands. There's some combative energy around you right now, Capricorn. Now, I don't want you to be too concerned about this. There's a lot of energy in the skies in terms of the planet Mars being super activated right now. I would allow some of these combative moments with others to simply pass. Maybe distance yourself from anybody who is trying to rile you up, or anybody sort of opposing you or getting you to engage in some sort of competition or battle with them, unless it's something you want to do. I mean, we have free will. You can do whatever you want, but there is that energy here. We can keep going. King of Swords. Yeah, so this is what I am feeling intuitively, where the best possible outcome would be for you to sort of be impartial to these people, places, situations that are out of your control. Just allow people to be themselves. The King of Swords is someone who's able to really be impartial to drama, to pettiness, to combativeness, to opposition. The King of Swords comes in as a strong figure, someone who's aware that they cannot control the behaviors of other people. The King of Swords is aware they're only able to control themselves, their behaviors, get a grip on their emotions, tune into how they're feeling, and from that place, then able to respond with a level of maturity and grace that is sometimes required in these Five of Wands type of moments. Okay, so another energy for June is the Eight of Pentacles. So I see, Capricorn, you're going to be very busy with work. I feel like you may get lost in work or lost in a project or plan. You may take on a hobby outside of work to kind of, I don't want to say distract you, but kind of get you to see that there's life outside of work, or there's something about even distraction away from some of this pettiness that is outside of your control here. There's something they're saying that maybe you should focus on, or you'll want to focus on this month, that'll help you to channel your energies effectively. You can channel some of this competitive energy perhaps into a project or into your work or into some type of hobby or goal, okay, and really excel in that, as opposed to being competitive with another person, for example, which is a known indication of the Five of Wands. Page of Swords, another air energy. So air energy tends to be very intellectual, very wise, astute, and also very impartial. Doesn't really engage in much drama, although sometimes the Page of Swords could be gossip. So I would really maybe walk away from people who are gossiping, or don't engage at all, because that's coming up this month as well. Yeah, with the Five of Swords, there could be the opportunity to gossip about other people. It is always wiser to walk away from these types of situations. There is this petty energy around Capricorn the month of June, or you've been feeling this for a while now, amongst co-workers, family members. The list could go on. This King of Swords, though, is the one drawing me in, and this energy just feels strong in their power, in their worth, in control of their emotions, in control of their words, doesn't lose it at the first sight of an issue around them. This is someone who's very much in control, very much tuned in and tapped into grace and their own divinity. Okay, so there's definitely a rising above that is in order. The Eight of Swords could feel like you're trapped, or you feel like you can't get away from these people or situations. That is just a mind trick or a mind game. The Eight of Swords is a mental card once again, and it's a mind trap, feeling like you are stuck or trapped in a situation, or that you can't help but to attract these kinds of negative people. Let's see how we can work through this. We have the Moon, which is your intuition, which is using your better judgment to assist you in saying, okay, who do I allow to talk to me? Who do I allow into my life? Who do I choose to engage with? Why am I engaging with this person? Because society tells me to, or because I feel guilty if I don't? There's something about needing to channel in more of your intuition this month to help you navigate through relationships overall, not just romantic. I'm seeing a plethora of relationships. Okay, something about using the intuition to help guide you. Okay, how long do I want to sit and engage with this person? Your intuition will also guide you to say no if that's required, or yes if that is required. There's something about allowing the intuition to be the guide, not necessarily your emotions. Okay, because the Moon can sometimes be a trigger. Okay, a trigger of emotions or being triggered. The Moon is constantly changing signs every 2 to 3 days. So it's like moods, up and down, mood swings. So you know, this King of Swords is really calling me in this reading, and it's at the center there. You want to be sort of mind over matter this month. That'll help you have the most successful month, the most successful outcome, and not allow your emotions to rule over you. This is not a time you want to engage with that, just because of this sort of combative energy here. Knight of Swords, it could be very tempting to lose your temper, or to lose it on someone, or to want to fight back. There's this fiery combative energy, okay, that's really coming up so strong in your reading. I haven't seen this in any other reading. So it's really important to maybe find a different hobby outside of where these people are stemming from, be it in your social circle, your co-workers, family. You want to have something outside of this that keeps you grounded, steady, and graceful is the word I keep getting there. Yeah, I said grounded, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. You absolutely have the ability to stay grounded, to stay in your truth, and to think before you act, or think before you engage in losing your temper or going back at someone who, I don't know, you know, Five of Wands, Five of Swords. It's just sort of messy situations overall. Queen of Pentacles is earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, and so you really have that capability to stay grounded, to stay present, to analyze before you act or react to someone. You know you have mastered yourself when you're able to think before you just react. Okay? Why do I feel like I have to prove myself in this situation is something that's coming up. Okay, you have the Empress there. So I see if you tap into your self-worth and your self-dignity, you will definitely rise above any sort of petty drama coming from people overall, people around you. Now, I'm also really loving that Eight of Pentacles, which tells us you'll be sort of immersed in work or in that project goal, and I feel like that's your best bet for this month. If not, you know what they say about idle minds. That's the devil's playground. The Eight of Swords is like an idle mind who replays stories, replays things of the past, is not focused on the present, is not focused on the here and now, replaying drama or traumatic events that already occurred. And they're then taking over the present, which then, you kind of can lose yourself in the past or even future tripping, but this looks more past to me. And so Eight of Pentacles really steps in beside this King of Swords, saying to stay present, stay grounded. That's how you will thrive this month. Okay, Empress, you are meant to thrive this month. It is not meant for you to lose yourself in the temptation to lose. This is not a month for you to live in the past. This is really a month to take charge of the here and now. Come up with possible solutions now. That's what the King of Swords archetype and the Eight of Pentacles would do, and those are the best, as well as the Queen of Pentacles. These are the best archetypes that came through for you this month, along with the Empress at the bottom of that deck. Now, I want to show you your Oracle cards. You got Truth Be Told, and you also got Deep Knowing. These cards came out as I was shuffling. They came out together. So it's funny how both of these cards have owls on them. And owls are very wise in nature, as we know. Owls they have an ability to perceive through people, places, situations, if we're going to take it on as an archetype. And I see you being able to utilize owl energy to kind of just either distance yourself, retreat. Owls are very, I don't want to say isolated, but solitary in nature, or very hidden, very mysterious. And I see you kind of retreating from this combative energy, not being readily available. Okay, if that makes sense. Now, I was getting the message to read the book that accompanies these cards for you, so I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to read a little bit here. The Deep Knowing. Okay, they're saying to read the protection message out of all of this, and it says, you are in empathy overload and need to get grounded again. So tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive. You're suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for recharging of your batteries. Set energetic boundaries. Take a salt bath. Empty your mind and get back to you. It's not a time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need self-care and self-love. It's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? Now, how crazy is it that before I even press record, I was called to read just this portion here out of all of this for that card, and I think it resonates with some of the energies that came through. And you finished the reading with the Queen of Pentacles, which is all about getting back to you, getting back to Capricorn. Okay, so going in retreat mode may be highly effective at maybe lessening the power that these people around you have had over you for a little while. Okay. Now, Truth Be Told is another card that came through. I was called to read just a portion of this book as well. It says, are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life you desire? If you want to be an artist, do you make your art a priority? If you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things to help you serve? A writer must write. A singer must sing. Being true to your calling is essential to your moving forward. There is another oracle message here too. It's time to have a look at the real honest truth about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about prosperity, about your relationship to money, to compensation, and to meaningful work. Ask yourself, what is true for me? And you will find the key to abundance. Sometimes we get so caught up in the petty drama of our lives, whatever it is, wherever it's stemming from, people outside of our control, and sometimes that can derail us from what's truly meaningful to us on our life path and journey. It can derail us. It can pull us away from God. It can pull us away from Source. It can pull us away from joy. It can suck the life out of us, Eight of Swords, if we allow it to. If we engage with it, if we acknowledge about it, if we complain about it, if we gossip about it, the more we feed these negative things, people, energy, time, talk, we are just being distracted. We're being pulled in, sucked into that low vibe energy. So what I'm really gathering from the cards laid out here so far is there's really this optimal opportunity for you to take charge of your present circumstances this month. Take charge of what you want to do this month. King of Swords, being very impartial, and start focusing on you again. Bring the attention back on you again. Bring it back on your joy. Sometimes when we feed into these negative experiences or these combative people, negative people, petty drama, it's because a part of us doesn't want to see our own lives. A part of us doesn't want to, or is afraid to start truly living for ourselves, and afraid to really do what brings us joy. And so we allow our energy to go into distractions that come in the form of people, media, news. Okay, there's something about, there's something about kind of distancing yourself from all of the drama. I don't care where it's coming from, and channeling it into something productive and meaningful for you. Something that really will bring you joy or abundance or fruitfulness. Okay, your spirit animal is so wonderful. It's the lizard, and this card talks about regeneration. It says, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. So I know Capricorns know themselves to be survivors, and I want to take this to the next level. I want Capricorns to thrive moving forward. Maybe this is also a time to kind of distance yourself from your previous story that you've been telling yourself, that I'm a survivor. Maybe it's time to start telling yourself that you thrive in situations. You're able to find joy in situations. You are able to find abundance for your hard work in situations. There is something about this lizard energy which is so empowering. I mean, lizards are known to be ancient creatures, and so you have ancient wisdom and knowledge, and you come with many lifetimes of experience. And sometimes we can get caught up in the old story of who we were, what happened to us when we were children, or how we had to survive in certain situations, what we had to do to survive, and that can get us repeating poverty consciousness time and time again, or that can get us repeating trauma cycles over and over and over again, because we keep telling ourselves we're survivors. And there's something so wonderful about saying that aloud. But then I also love for Capricorns to take it to the next level and start thriving now. You could be a master of thriving now. And for whatever reason, my spirit guides keep saying to read the accompanying book, which I don't always do. So let's look at lizard really quickly for Capricorn. Maybe there's just words that are written that'll speak to you directly. It says lizard is an ancient one. They are reptiles from an older time. Their quick action and quirky maneuvers outwit and confuse their adversaries. Lizards survive. Lizard is sometimes called the little dragon. Lizard medicine has the power of regeneration and transformation. Lizards can shed their skin, their tail, let go of the past, and step into a positive future. Lizard people know they can survive anything and heal against incredible odds. They are powerful dreamers and should pay attention to messages that come from their subconscious. You can receive warnings that will help you avoid pitfalls. If lizard is your totem, you have the little dragon within. Dragons are those who are free of the limitations of the past and transform into greater awareness of self and personal power. With lizard medicine, you can transcend injury and hardship. Lizard people regrow and renew themselves into wholeness. Clairvoyance and extrasensory perception belong to the evolved lizard. My goodness. My goodness. This is amazing here. Okay, I feel like this ties in perfectly with your reading. Let me know if it's resonating. Now, interestingly enough, this book has questions, so I'm going to go ahead and read those too since we're here. Let's make the best out of this. It says, do you need to discard layers of your life? Do you need to scurry away from something? Do you have old wounds? Take time to bask in the sun's healing rays. Get out in the sunshine. Distract yourself. Get immersed in a project, in a passion of yours that takes you away from drama, that takes you away from old wounds and old trauma and things that keep popping up and repeating themselves with people, places, or things. It also says, hurry and scurry away from worry. So I think that's, appropriate advice for anybody. Any concluding messages for Capricorns here? You got true love come to me. True love shall come to me. As I do will, so mote it be. So this could be some type of missing ingredient right now. Like, I'm not seeing a whole lot of love here. So it could mean opening up more or opening your heart to the idea of love potentially. There could be a new love that comes in. I know that message is not going to be for everyone, but there could be the potential of romance, something sweet to come in and maybe uplift some of your spirits that could feel quite heavy right now, or a little bit bitter. There's like a bitter taste I'm feeling. So feeling like life is a little bitter right now. Not much color, not much passion, not much excitement. There could be something exciting coming up. Or they're saying, go ahead and make this for yourself. Find something you're passionate about. Get lost in a love novel, okay, a romance novel, or a movie, something like that. Okay, any concluding remarks? We have study. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. I do see that here as a way to kind of get you out of drama that is keeping you stuck, that is keeping you unhappy, unfulfilled, or just feeling like life lacks luster. Any concluding remarks for Capricorn here? Authenticity. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. So that really goes back into alignment with some of the energies that presented themselves. Queen of Pentacles being you, being the earth sign, getting back to you, getting back to what is meaningful to you, what excites you, what brings you life and joy. Okay, there could be a study or something you're reading, taking on as a project. Okay, so these are your energies here for the month. I know this was a more difficult reading, especially to deliver. I hope it resonates in a positive way. I hope this ends up being a great month for you, Capricorn. If you like this reading, please give it a like. Comment below your experiences of the month. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can on my website, flourishingmystic.com. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.